Hey guys, NCS Band 001 here. Sorry we're starting a couple minutes late. It took me a while to get some stuff set up. I was finishing off a thing in Far Cry 5 because I still usually go back to that game just to do the weekly stuff for the unique weapons and such. Don't really know how necessary it is, but it's kind of fun to go back to and, you know, you never know, they might do New Game Plus type thing someday. I think it's getting a little bit less likely, but it's not impossible. Hey, Trophy Hunter. So yeah, tonight we are just going to be casually playing some good old LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga. I assume we will finish at least one movie tonight. Hey, Invisible. Life is going good. It's just been a bit of a busy week. Hope it's going good for you too. Been seeing the Prince of Persia videos. Well, it gave you some kind of notification then. I guess that's an improvement over what Google usually acts like. So, it looks like we are starting out with the first mission of Episode 5, which is, of course, the best Star Wars movie. So, that's always a good thing. Episode 5 is, of course, generally considered to be the best. For those of you that are Star Wars fans, how do you tend to rate the Star Wars movies?
If we recalibrate them, we can boost Luke's comlink signal and triangulate his location.
If you say so, General. Let's go.
So is there something we need to do with this flag?
Many creatures great and small reside in these planes.
Can I do something with this?
Friendly, like our tauntauns here. Some not.
Kind of?
Oh, great. Did you at least check the area for the not-so-friendly ones when you arrived?
We were as thorough as we could.
You know, Invisible, that reminds me, I read something that says, like, maybe there's a limit even on the amount of videos they'll let you upload per day. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but that's something that I heard. And that's good. Like, 5 videos a day is at least, you know, you're not super bombarding people, especially because those videos tend to be a little bit shorter. Because those were probably back in the days where YouTube only allowed 10 to 11 minute videos.
Those cannons could be useful. Scout droids. Great.
We can't let them leave the surface.
Scout droid. Oh, that's a challenge. Okay, cool. I see someone posted their order. 3, 5... 3's your favorite, really? I mean, 3's definitely the best of, like, the original? Or, no, of the prequel trilogy?
Wait for it.
Oh, what are we doing here? Ah, gotcha. So we were supposed to do that. Then 5, 4, 6, 7, 2, 1, 8, 9. That's pretty fair. I would say for me... Yeah, I mean, Invisible, like... The newer Star Wars movies, you aren't missing out on much. The old ones, though, I mean, I kind of grew up on. They were always a good time. Am I shooting this? Oh, that's a spotlight. That doesn't seem to be what we're doing here, then. So the limit is 156? Huh. Okay. I did not see the new Doctor Strange. I'm not really, a superhero movie person overall. I mean, I like some of them for sure, but I don't watch that many of them. But for me, with Star Wars, here's how I would rate them. Clone Wars animated movie is at the bottom. then I pretty much equally dislike 1 and 2. Like, to me, 2 feels like it drags on more and is more boring than 1. But, like, in certain ways, it's a better movie. If that makes any sense. I mean, it obviously doesn't have Jar Jar, but I don't get as pissed off about Jar Jar as a lot of people do. I mean, I don't like him, but it doesn't make me, like, violently angry like some people. Then I would do... So after those 3... Last Jedi... Rise of Skywalker... Then... Probably... Solo? Yeah, I guess Solo would be next. Then Force Awakens. Then Revenge of the Sith. Then... So that would put us into the top 4, which would be, for me, Return of the Jedi at 4. Something over here? Ooh, we're doing something. Number 3 would be Rogue One. I love Rogue One. Number 2 would be New Hope, and number 1, definitely, Empire.
Stay vigilant.
Oh, you have your first midterm exam on Monday. Good luck on that. Mainstream versus obscure. I've played some definitely good, like, obscure games over the years. There's a lot of really good ones that I've checked out. There's also been a lot of really bad ones, but that's not really any different from anything else. Like, there's always... Like, there's still plenty of weaker, like, big-name games. I mean, Cyberpunk was, of course, a major game, and it colossally failed. And the Avengers. Ooh, a snowman destroyed. So, I mean, I play a lot of these more obscure titles just for the trophy purposes. And I have found some fairly good, more obscure games, like that Oceanhorn game was honestly pretty fun. I can't really even complain about My Name is Mayo. I think that that game is far superior to most of the quick, easy Platinum Trophy games that are out now. And I'm excited for the eventual My Name is Mayo 3, which I kind of thought would be out by now. As you know, I'll be streaming that when it comes out. I can't wait. 'Cause that stream did very well back in the day. It was a combination of that and Resident Evil. So where does this go? Out here? Yep. And that'll do something to the doors. The park? Yep, I did that one long, long time ago. I actually do remember that. Yeah, if I didn't hunt trophies, I wouldn't get to play a lot of the more obscure games out there. And occasionally you find a hidden gem. Long-term goals, a trophy hunter. Lego adaptations are parody, sarcastic, and just a joke. Yeah, I mean, it makes them fun, though. It makes them a lot of fun to play. So I've always enjoyed the Lego games. And as for any long-term goal for trophy hunting, and I can't say I really specifically have one. I mean, I intend to get to 1,000 platinums someday. Which isn't, you know, overly difficult to do nowadays. Then I want to do a thing on an alt account where I try to get like a world record for fastest to 100 platinums.
This broken walkway, right?
And we have to build something down there, I bet. Stuff like that. Okay, that just built us a ladder. The Dungeons games, I'm not a big, like, top-down dungeon crawler type of game fan. Never been big into that. That's, like, not one of my more favorite types of games. Okay, so we clearly got to close the blast doors. So it's just... Where is the presumable... How did that thing get up here? Mr. Tauntaun, how did you get up here? You clearly climbed up somehow. I don't know how. Oh, he can double jump? Oh, I'm stupid. Yeah, re-pull the ladder. Right, that makes sense. Hey, Benny. Oh yeah, I would never be a #1 in the world. That just, it would never happen. I mean, some of those guys that are super high level pretty much do this kind of stuff for their entire career, like it's their job. I don't see that ever being a possibility. Plus, you know, Hakum has multiple people playing on his account. He's widely believed, if not proven, to have hacked several platinums over the years. But I know for a fact he has multiple people on his account, so...
Hey, that doesn't belong to you. Now play nice and hand it.
Oh yeah, I was talking about Mayo a little while ago, a few minutes ago. Is he shielded? Yeah, my name is Mayo3. That will definitely be a purchase. Possibly a day one purchase. I mean, it probably won't be streamed the day it comes out, but it will be streamed whenever I do end up doing it. I don't think I'm supposed to be up here. Okay, that is a mini kit, and we need something we don't have. I do like that this game only has 5 mini kits per level. It's a nice reduction in the amount of stuff you have to do in the individual levels. And actually, I gotta say, a majority of the story levels in this game are really kind of short. Like, am I the only one that thinks that? That a lot of the story missions themselves, like the actual individual story missions themselves, where you can collect the True Jedi meter, are really kind of short compared to other LEGO games. Like, they're almost closer to, like, Vita LEGO games in that sense, with the actual standard levels being shorter. Now, the thing is, you still have to go through and do a lot of stuff between missions that takes up a bunch of time as well. Oh! Let's grab that mini kit. That was easy. Live stream? I don't know. I don't really know what my live stream would be. I guess just be successful. Whatever that would indicate these days. Make good money. Have a family someday. Yes, fairly typical stuff. Actually be healthier and lose some weight. Which I guess is a more short-term goal. Oh yeah, the first mission of The Last Jedi is only, or Rise of Skywalker, just 5 minutes. Yeah, I mean, there's several levels that are sub 10 minutes. Which, like I said, just feels kind of weird to me that they would have that many shorter levels. It's just more the fact that there's so much to do in between levels, that it's like a series of shorter missions. Alright, I gotta listen to it here. It's almost just like a series of shorter missions in between each standard story level.
What is that?
A wampa, and our reason to be hasty.
Alright, now let's get the last one. Luke's still out there somewhere.
Whereas this level's more like what I was expecting. This one's quite a bit longer. Online gamers and offline gamers. I mean, yeah, I guess if you call online doing trophies and stuff. But I play a lot of single-player stuff. I typically prefer single-player-based games. I still play a few multiplayer-type games, but they're definitely not something that I enjoy that much anymore. I used to. Oh! That was death. Okay then. That was Frosty Death. Hey, Sweet Plays. You did all the Uncharted games. Very nice, very nice. And then Telltale Batman. I liked the second Batman Telltale, actually. I thought that one was pretty fun. Oh, that's how you view challenges? I didn't realize you could do that. Oh god, you have to pay to buy... Well, I'm not gonna do that. That's extortion. That's straight up extortion. 106 platinums, nice, nice. 30,000 studs for that, though? That's just... I mean, that's just a little bit, that's a little bit of extortion. 30,000 studs for a hint when it's gonna tell me what the challenge is, I believe, at the end of the mission, isn't it? Or I can just, you know, look it up on Google, like a normal human being. Hey, Psycho? Hardline? Oh yeah, still working on that. Hope that's going well. That's not something that's very pleasant to play, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, I realize that they're just hints, but it's like 30,000 studs for a hint seems just a tad bit excessive. Given that there's, what did it say, like 225 of those challenges? Because there's 3 per mission for 45, which that math doesn't add up at all. That'd be like 135. Ooh, we're in one of those ball turret type things that doesn't look like anything from any Star Wars movie that I've ever seen. Lego Jurassic World, that's a solid one. And in terms of real job, I consider, I mean, any form of employment where you make money is a real job to me. Yeah, anything, if you make money, then it's a job. I guess I would also say, like, as long as you're not doing anything illegal as your job, like selling drugs or something. Other than that, though, pretty much anything. Lego Jurassic was my 107th? Oh, really? Okay. So how do we get over there? Because I think that's death if I go down there. I guess I just ride the zipline down? Yes. This is actually a much longer one. Yeah, I've been completing a fair bit of the challenges along the way. I'm not looking at any guides or anything. I'm just kind of... I'm sure that you can't do all the challenges on a first playthrough, because you're going to have to play through every level twice anyway to get all the mini-kits. So that's all to be expected. But yeah, I was expecting more of the levels to be like this one. Because this is actually, you know, this is a pretty good length level. This is how a lot of the more modern, like, or just really console LEGO games tend to be. With a larger number of, or a shorter number of shorter, where am I going with the statement? Why can I not speak tonight? I'm talking like a lot of the console LEGO games have not a ton of missions, but they tend to be longer. Top 10 overpriced extortion levels of microtransactions. Want to take a guess? Call of Duty's got to be up there. Call of Duty's got to be up there. Maybe like Fortnite or something. Or, I mean, I feel like there'd be a lot of, like, mobile games and obscure titles that could fit that. Maybe, like, the NBA 2K games that I'm pretty sure cost money to be able to obtain the Platinum in. Because you'd have to, like, buy the cards or whatever, or grind for just absolutely unbearable amounts of time. It's like, for example, the only Bethesda game I can think of with microtransactions really is 76. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Yeah, I could see I don't know about Valhalla because I've never actually played an Assassin's Creed except for the first one.
Like we have any other choice.
Yeah, a lot of mobile games definitely fit that. Lego Movie 2 video game. Yeah, I mean, that game was a little bit weird. Like, it was very different. But, I mean, I liked it. It was a different formula, played a little bit differently. It was a good time for what it was. I don't have any major complaints over it, except that maybe it's not what I was expecting to see. Oh boy, Breakthrough Arcade is already... Oh, they're not gonna stop. I mean, as long as we continue to buy their games, they're not gonna stop. Quite frankly, I can't blame them, because I'm sure they're making a... They're probably not making as much of a killing as, like, Ratalaika. Because Ratalaika stacks the game 6 times. Sometimes. Actually, nowadays, they've got some stacks that are, like... literally... like 10 plus stacks now with PS5 versions. So I suspect that... So, like, Breakthrough isn't even close to that bad. For as much as I don't like Breakthrough for being bad for trophy hunting, they're nowhere near as bad as, like, Ratalaika. EVE Online, okay, that doesn't surprise me. Actually, GTA 5, that makes sense. I don't know why I didn't think of GTA 5 as, like, the #1.
We have a visitor.
I've heard about Train Simulator, that it costs that much just for all the DLCs. I have heard about that one. Oh, it's Get to the Top 2, Breakthrough Gaming Arcade. Wonderful. But I mean, again, at least the one thing is that these games only have 2 stacks. A North American and a European PS4. In all honesty, is more tolerable and more reasonable. Yeah, I mean, some of the Ratalaika games are real games. I don't feel like all of them are, though. But, I mean, Ratalaika, they let you stack their games 6+ times, whereas at least Breakthrough isn't as much taking advantage of us.
The heavy transport ships will leave as soon as they're loaded. Only 2 fighter escorts per ship. The energy shield
because Breakthrough could be doing a lot more damage, because they could be stacking their games 6 times or whatever if they really wanted to. But they surprisingly don't. And their games are only $1 at least. So they're probably not making as much of a profit.
We can fix it, right, R2?
So I'll give them the slightest bit of credit as not being the worst. A lot of the Ratalaika games are starting to have PS5, and so are the Paugi games. #1, Entropia Universe. Never heard of it, but $6 million per planet. God, you could probably buy your own planet for that. Like, you could probably legitimately buy your own planet in an unknown star system for that. Oh, I can use the Force. I guess. That might not be what I'm supposed to do. We're prepping the Snowspeeder. We did the R2-D2 thing. Yeah, the Palgi games are... those are slightly higher quality. $6 million for a micro, in quotation marks, transaction. Yeah, that's a little bit beyond absurd. Huh. Now that was a short interlude. Usually the interludes are longer, and usually the story missions are shorter, so I guess maybe this movie's gonna take things a little bit differently. Oh yeah, Sweet Plays, they are making another My Name is Mayo. Number 3 has been announced. And I'm excited for that. I will absolutely be playing it whenever it comes out. Probably not the day it comes out, but on like a live stream.
We have spotted Imperial walkers.
The Palgi games are at least maybe like a little bit higher quality, because they actually... I mean, if you like word puzzle type games, then you're gonna like the Palgi games. And I don't mind that kind of game. I don't mind certain kinds of puzzles. Oh, this looks awesome. Rogue 2? There isn't such thing as Rogue 2. There's only Rogue 1. The third best Star Wars movie, in my opinion. Which might be a bit of a hot take, but to me it's my third favorite. Let's fly through all these rings of studs. Purple stud! Purple stud is good. I like purple stud. Purple stud worth 10,000 stud. Oh, that's something. Mini kit! Can I, like... Oh, I gotta try something. I gotta try something. Hold on here a second, guys. If I had $6 million... If I had $6 million, I certainly wouldn't spend it on a microtransaction. Maybe Elon Musk will go out and do that. Oh, I can't just, like, crash into them. I wanted to murder them in a painful way. Because that's more fun. That looks like a snowman down there. Where the Emperor wins. I mean, they kind of do in, like, Episode 3 and Episode 5. Sees the Emperor... I don't think that snowman's supposed to be there. I actually think that might be a glitch. Oh yeah, I follow them on Twitter. She likes a lot of my... She likes my tweets whenever I do a Palgi game, which is cool, and announce it. Got 2 mini kits already. Nice.
We need that power generator fully functional to power the V-150 Planet Defender.
I don't think that's exactly what the ion cannon does. I don't think it straight up shoots down the Star Destroyers. I think it damages them and, like, it works like an EMP. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple where they kind of do win it, I would argue. And they certainly don't win in the end because most media is not willing to do that, where the bad guy ultimately wins. Which I wish more media would consider that. Because guess what? In real life, the good guy is not always going to win. And damn, we found 3 mini kits so far. AT-ATs now. With $6 million... Like, I wouldn't go on a big shopping spree either. I'll agree with that. Like, I would invest that money. Like, I would find ways to invest all that money, and that would be really the only thing I would do with it, would be invest. I'd find some way to invest it and turn it into more money, and then just live off of the money and the interest from it forever. And with $6 million, if I was accruing... Like, with $6 million, I could take $60,000 out per year for 100 years. And obviously, and I could live on less than $60,000 a year. I already do, so I wouldn't even need to take out that much. So yeah, for $6 million, I would never have to work again. Just live off $60,000 a year, keep most of it invested or whatever. Yeah, I wouldn't do anything like serious. I found every single mini-kit on this level. I got a trophy! Yay! I will take it. Got every single mini-kit on the level. Yeah, I mean, I'd want to have a bigger house. I'd want to have... That is where a good bit of the money would end up going, would be for a house, and I don't need, like, a big house. I'd more want some property. Personally, like, I'd much more rather have, like, my own, some property, some good property. Like, maybe 10 acres of land or something. Oh, we're doing the tow cable thing. I went the wrong way. Did I just get, like, a unique cutscene for screwing up there? If so, cool. I gotta focus here. We're doing the tow cable maneuver. Ah, I died again. Oh. Did I die? I did. Crap. Come on now. Fly to Thailand. Yeah, Thailand's pretty cheap. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about the whole money buying happiness. I think for sure it'll buy at least temporary happiness. I don't know if it would buy permanent happiness, though. So I feel like there's more to life than just having money. As you can be happy in life without large amounts of money. Of course, you can be happier with amounts of money. Let's get a couple girls from there. Okay, gotcha.
Luke, do you copy? It's getting bad here, and we got 3 more AT-ATs heading our way. You have to bring them.
Oh yeah, that's true. With all the taxes and stuff, they just tax the hell out of everything. Which is unfortunate. Paying taxes is one of my least favorite things to exist. Especially knowing that my tax dollars get to go to people who literally are too lazy to work. That's always fun, isn't it? No, I would invest. If I had $6 million, I would certainly invest it. Then just live off of, you know, extracting 1% of it per year or whatever. I could live off that for sure. Once I'd have a, you know, a house that's paid off. Like, just buy a house, pay it off, to where then I'm just paying, you know, the property taxes and the utilities. And actually, for the utilities, I'd want to get, like... Because I live in South Carolina, we get a lot of sun, so could power it heavily on solar, which would be great. Because then I wouldn't have to worry much about, like, power. And get water from a well, potentially, like my parents do. So then we'd just be, really only paying for property taxes and, like, internet. Bad driver. Yep, he is sort of the new premier, easier platinum type of person. Not really new, he's been around for quite a few years now. Alright, let me focus on taking down this last AT-AT real quick. Did I get all 3? Of the stud meter stuff? I'm not sure I did. Oh wait, yeah I did. Okay, I did. Good. PS5 trophies. Yep, Brian, he's been around a long time. Yeah, that's true. Money can buy you enemies. And people finding ways to claim that you did things to them, so you have to now pay them for extortion. Okay, that was an odd scene, but also hilarious.
Evacuation code signal.
Come on, that's it.
That's why if I won the lottery, no one would ever know. Or at least no one that I know in real life would ever know. You guys would probably find out, because... Because I made a promise to you guys several years ago
I'll take her out on the phone.
that if I won the lottery, there are a couple of things I would do in the gaming world. One of them, I would go for the platinum in Wolfenstein the New Colossus, one of the infamously hardest platinums of all time, because I'd have the time to go for it and practice it. Dang, we got 5 out of the 6 Kyber bricks for this level, because we found all the mini kits. Didn't get any of the challenges, though. That's the first time I've done all the mini kits. Let's see what it does. Okay, so it just gives me the Micro Star Destroyer. It's a pretty badass one to get, if you ask me.
Get to the Falcon now.
So yeah, that's one thing I promised to do.
Well, it ain't.
Because YouTube would then become my full-time and only job. Because I could. So then I'd actually have time to, like, exercise and shit and all that important stuff. I would definitely be healthier, that's for sure. But that was one promise I made that I could keep. The other one is a promise. Well, not really a promise, but just an idea I had that wouldn't be any sort of a guarantee. It would be that I would like to contact certain, like, old game developers and try to get them, or, like, try to buy the rights to their games so I could bring servers back online. Even just for a short amount of time. Or hire someone after doing that to change the trophies to make them more doable or something. There's 3 games in particular. Oh, it's Darth Vader. Oh, my asshole is not ready for the penetration of the Vader.
Appears to be stuck.
He's not just going to cut through it. Okay, then. Well, you know what? Door is powerful than Vader. Great. More powerful than Vader. But, like, the 3 games I would want to mainly bring back online. Or make changes to.
Beat it, will ya? We got somewhere to be.
Can Chewbacca... Let me check something with him. Can he destroy this? Or is that just only a turret or fire? Okay, it's not. Chewbacca can't do anything. Dang it. Kinda hoping he could. It's okay. It was worth a try. I like how the clones, like, all have, or stormtroopers at least, have, like, different faces and stuff. I think that's actually really cool. Going in as a pair of legs. Because reasons. I have no idea why that's a thing. Or why that tunnel was even there, because that literally did nothing. There was nothing in there. I think you might need more than that. I mean, Musk just bought Twitter for $44 billion. You could probably buy YouTube for less than that. But you ain't getting Google for 44 billion. That's gonna be in the triple digit billions
We'll have to go another way.
to have any chance at buying. But no, like the first three games I would want to try to do something with would be Homefront, the original Homefront, bring the servers back online for that, even just for a while. And to be honest, I think I could keep that online for a while, because the original Homefront had a pretty big following for its multiplayer. The single player was a total failure overall, but the multiplayer had massive support up until it got shut down. Like, it would not be hard to get people excited about that. Hey, Spire? Ooh, you downloading the game right now? Nice, nice. This a secret room? Ooh, this looks like a secret room. But like, Homefront, the original Homefront, I would bring that back online so I could go back and get that Platinum Trophy. Because I know I could do it. It's not overly difficult to get. Because I'm sure there were ways you could boost it. I mean, there's a 16-player trophy, which sucks. But I would totally go back and get that if I brought it back online. Then another one would, of course, be Hasbro Family Game Night. With that one, I just hire some engineer lackey to change that one trophy to play a game in co-op, or just play a game with another player, including, you know, just a second controller, and just do it, and knock it out, because that's what it should have been in the first place. Oh, we don't have R2. We do not have R2-D2. He's with Luke. Of course he is. Then the third one... Actually, now that I think about it, I can think of 5 things. Third one would be Uncharted 3. Even though that one, just like with Homefront, was my own fault for never finishing. Bring it back on. Maybe pay Naughty Dog. I would give Naughty Dog a monthly payment to keep it online or something. Bring it back for a few months so I could actually finish it. I would totally do that. The fourth one would be Killzone 3 multiplayer. Because it's the only Killzone game I'm missing, and it's not particularly hard. It's just time-consuming. It's just grindy. Never got the chance to do it. If I was Darth Vader, what would I do to defeat my enemies? I mean, I love the lightsaber stuff. I always played lightsabers as a kid. Usually with, like, paper towel rolls. I would totally just cut people up with a lightsaber. I mean, I do a lot of easy platinums for sure, and sometimes it gets annoying and or boring.
Not him.
Why are the troopers so stupid? It is because they are clones. At this point in time, they're all cloned.
Don't worry, Arthur.
So they're really only programmed simply for obedience and for killing stuff. They're not meant to be intelligent. Then they might rise up and fight or something. So that was the fourth game. And then the last one is Cabela's 2012. The one from 2012. Purely because it's the only Cabela's game I can't do. And now, at least I don't have it on my list. But it's the only Cabela's game I can't do. And that would be a really unique series to have done, because I highly doubt anyone has that whole series done. And it wouldn't even be all that hard, is the thing. Like, Well, I say that. There's only 2 games I haven't done on that series. One of them is Big Game Hunter 2012, which I can't do because even though overall the Platinum isn't that hard, it has one trophy that required you to try to upload pictures to Facebook, and that's shut down after like a year of being available. So I would hire someone to change that trophy or whatever, get in contact with the developer, get that trophy changed, whatever. And I could at least get that game done. Not guaranteeing I'm ever going to do Dangerous Hunts 2011 because it's by far the hardest game in the franchise, and I mean, if I won the lottery I would, but because I wouldn't have anything else to do.
I call that progress.
R2? Yeah, they call him that. Oh, there's another ship over there that we can go to. Well, let's kill stuff and take the ship out.
We need to escape these Star Destroyers.
Give me some Battlefront flashbacks, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like, when it comes to the new Star Wars Battlefront games, the first one was definitely a letdown. Overall, I was not a big fan. The second one, though, has ended up being better than I expected it to be. It still certainly has its problems, I'm not going to deny that. But overall, I enjoyed playing the new Battlefront 2, even if it's not the Battlefront 2 that we wanted. Or, you know, it certainly doesn't hold a candle to the original Battlefront 2. Don't get me wrong, it's not even close to it being that good. The original Battlefront 2 is one of the games I've spent, like, the most time in of any game ever. We're still a little bit short on studs. We're the stud meter, so... Let's see what the next objective is. I'm sure there's more. Oh, new Star Destroyer.
Need to stop him from
Delete your original OG account because of, like, too many easy platinums. Yeah, that's fair.
Regular laser cannons won't put a dent in them. You'll need to hit them.
Welcome every single planet with a star destruction beam. No negotiations. That would end them pretty quickly, to be fair. That would end your opposition pretty quickly. Alright, so we need to get torpedoes. Hey! Filled out the stud meter. True Jedi. Awesome. Okay, so we just gotta destroy ship turrets. Excuse me. Okay, simple enough. And other, like, critical systems and such. Dang, those all blew up together. That it? That was so short. Like I said, some of these story missions are insanely short. There's a lot of stuff you have to do between missions usually. But some of these missions are so freaking short. It's not what I was expecting. For the most part, it feels like a Vita game in terms of the way the levels themselves work. Which is so weird to think of, but it's like... The actual story levels feel so heavily like I'm playing a Vita Lego game. Whereas...
This wasn't top of my agenda this morning either.
There's so much stuff you do between missions. But yeah, it straight up feels a lot of the time a bit like playing a Vita game. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Some of the Vita Lego games are really good. Oh, that wasn't actually a mini-kit, that was a projection of a mini-kit. I'm sure I missed one then. Oh, shit! Okay, I don't know where that came from. I got hit by an asteroid. I mean, C-3PO did say the odds of successfully navigating asteroid field were not exactly good. So, maybe we should have listened to him. And part of the problem is, like, In some ways, the Millennium Falcon has an advantage because it is a big ship. So it could shake off smaller hits from smaller objects. But it is so big that it's going to have a harder time maneuvering against bad things. Oh, we got a challenge. You know what? I'll take that mini kit, even though I pretty much crashed. Alright, let's just boost on through here.
Excuse me, ma'am, but where are we going?
I'm going in closer to one of the big ones.
Yeah, again, like, a pretty short mission, which is, again, kind of surprising to me. Yeah, that's true. Like, easy platinums. I mean, like I said before, some easy platinum games I've played have been fun. Some of them are actually good. Or unique, at least. But a lot of them are not of the highest quality, unfortunately.
There's nothing wrong, R2. Just setting a new course. We're going to the Dagobah system.
The Dagobah system! Let's roll. Never tell me the odds. Oh, I finished 2 out of 3. Last one probably had to do with proton torpedoes. 3 out of the 5 mini-kit pieces. Okay. Not bad. Alright, we're in the Dagobah space area. So... what do we have here that we can do? What is that? Nianum! I didn't mean to almost shoot you down. Okay, so we need C-3PO for that. So nothing we can do about that right now, that's fine. Come back to that later, like a lot of stuff in this. I've told this to, like, Ghost and Killer and Machiavelli and them, it's like... playing the space stuff kind of, sort of, makes me want to go back and play No Man's Sky again. And I mean, I do need to do the PS5 version of No Man's Sky because it's an auto-pop. I don't think the bounty hunters actually do anything. I think they just give you proton torpedoes if you kill them. Unless I'm missing something, I don't feel like they do much. Unless there's a trophy for them, maybe. Which could be a thing, but I don't think there is. But yeah, some of the space stuff definitely brings back memories of No Man's Sky and makes me kind of want to go play that.
I won't steal any more ships, promise.
Okay, so we're not in Dago space. We're in Hoth space. Okay. Well, let's go do the race, though, because we're here. We can't do whatever that conversation is right now. We'll have to do that one later. 40 seconds. Forbidden West? It was pretty good. I think it had certain things that were better than the original, overall. I think some aspects of it were better than the original. And I think that certain things were nothing particularly special. Like, it was a fun game, but I don't really see it winning any Game of the Year awards unless that specific Game of the Year award is exclusive to Sony games. I mean, Elden Ring's gonna beat everything this year. Oh, we won! Nice. Barely beat it. Yeah, Elden Ring's gonna win, like, most of the Game of the Year awards this year, like, undoubtedly so. I don't see Horizon winning too many unless they're Sony exclusive. The game's not done yet, though, because, like, it's gonna get DLC. It's gonna get at least one, like, major story DLC. For sure, unless they decide they just want to go straight into a sequel, which I don't really see happening. Nah, it's gonna get at least one major story DLC, given the way the game ends on, like, a cliffhanger. And I fully suspect it'll get some kind of a New Game Plus DLC, like all the Sony exclusives do these days. Well, I mean, I say that, but, like, I guess Miles Morales didn't do that. It had a New Game Plus trophy, but it was part of the base game. So I don't know.
I don't care who said you. The only way you get...
But yeah, some of the space stuff kind of makes me want to go back and play No Man's Sky. And I would definitely consider playing it on the PS5, where I'm sure it plays better. Because on the PS5, it should be an auto-pop. You won a fabulous prize, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go and rescue some overwhelmed rebel pilots from an untimely demise. Act now, as this amazing prize won't last long. I accept. I don't know what's going to happen here. You know what? Let's do it. Why not? Oh, okay. It's one of these battles. Okay.
This isn't good.
I actually like these. I don't mind these. They're cool. These space battles are cool.
Hey, are you practicing your battle role right now?
So our goal here is basically to save this group of rebels from the Imperials. It's a space battle. Yeah, like I said, No Man's Sky, it's supposed to be an auto-pop, so... It's one of the auto-pops I haven't done yet. So, like, No Man's Sky is one. Then... Maneater has one.
Thanks for your help. Did someone say wrong?
An actual prize! Mission complete. Cool. That was fun. I mean, it's just such a dynamic, fun world to be in. It's a great game. Like, this particular game, like, this is easily one of the best LEGO games I've ever played. Like, that's kind of hard to deny. This is a really good LEGO game. Oh, I did not mean to hit the circle button. Let's try that again by hitting the correct button. There we go. Can't decide if you should get it or not. Hope Horizon Forbidden West gets a reward. I mean, yeah, it's definitely better than the original. That's for sure. I like the game. I just don't know if it's going to win that many awards because it's got to compete with Elden Ring. Came out like a week before Elden Ring, so it kind of got screwed by that. LEGO Star Wars is probably going to win some awards because it is such an improved LEGO experience. Yeah, Maneater is a fun platinum. Definitely enjoyable. Definitely would recommend. Hi, Mr. Rogers.
R2!
Yeah, my only thing with Maneater is that it's kind of buggy with its trophies and stuff. R2, did you just puke up fish bones and rocks? It's a frog.
Careful.
Speaking of frogs and other animals, we've got
I'm sure it's perfectly safe.
a fair coming up, like just a town, city, fair, whatever you want to call it.
Great.
And it's got animals that I can pet.
Look around.
So you can bet I will be there. Because the chance to pet cute animals, I do not pass that up. Plus there's like one day out of the fair every year that they do free entry for healthcare, military, law enforcement, first responders, etc. So I'll be able to get in for free. It's not that expensive in the first place, but you guys know me. I'm a cheapskate. Which my parents still don't understand where it comes from. I still think it comes from my grandparents on my dad's side. Kind of. Like, if I can save $10 on, you know, not having to pay for admission, I'm gonna do that.
Now all I gotta do
I
is
mean,
find this
you'd be
Yoda,
stupid not to.
if he even exists.
Free is free.
I mean you no harm.
I'm looking for a Jedi Master.
Yoda? You seek Yoda?
Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here.
Why is he poking him?
I cannot teach him. The boy has no patience.
You will learn patience.
We're not even gonna go back to Yoda's hut before that happens?
He is not ready.
I am ready. Ben, I can be a Jedi. Ben, tell him I'm ready.
I mean, at first, it's literally just Luke not knowing who this strange person is on this strange planet. Of course he's gonna react with some hostility.
To become a Jedi. Train. Practice.
I think anyone would. I think that's a completely reasonable reaction.
Where do I start?
When you're on a strange planet where you don't know
Simple trial. You
if
must-
the wildlife is gonna try to kill you or not.
Yes.
But yeah, it'll be a fair that I can go and pet cute animals,
Use the Force.
because I like animals more than most humans.
You will.
I mean, they're not dogs, which are my favorite, but I like all animals. I have not met many animals I did not like. Plus, it's a chance to eat the world's most unhealthy food. Because for those of you guys who have never been to, like, a fair in the US, I don't know how they are in other countries. Yeah, it's blue. It should be blue. So yeah, I don't know what fairs, like a county or state fair is like in other countries. But in the US, one of the main reasons you go is because it's an excuse to eat food that is, like, the worst possible unhealthiness for a human to eat.
Anger, fear, aggression. The dark side of the Force, are they? Easily they flow. Quick to join you in a fight.
Am I a Jedi Master yet?
Whether it be, like,
If once you start down the dark
the
path,
fry-type
dark is your
foods.
destiny.
They're just, you know, super deep-fried French fries. They're so good, but horrible for you. Or deep-fried candy.
You today. Clear your mind.
Mainly, like, deep-fried Oreos and Twinkies and stuff.
That place is strong.
It might sound kind of weird, but it's
A domain of
so good and so just horrifically bad for you. Like, I can't imagine, like, I'm willing to bet, like, 3 fried Oreos, deep fried Oreos is probably, like, your entire calorie limit for the day. Those things are probably, like, 500 calories a piece or something. I can see that being a thing, but they're so good. Deep fried Twinkie, deep fried Snickers. I can't remember the last time I deep fried a Twinkie, though. I haven't had a deep fried Twinkie in a while. Because usually I just end up getting, usually I do deep fried Oreos, I think. Oh, okay, I see what I gotta do. Usually I just prefer the Oreos because they're a little bit easier to eat than some of the other stuff. And you get like 6 of them, so they're very easy to share among people. That's why I usually do those over like a deep-fried Twinkie or Snickers or something. And they got like popcorn and elephant ears and all that kind of good stuff. And even just things like, you know, hot dogs and stuff like that that isn't exactly healthy. Speaking of which, I had hot dogs for dinner. Fried up a couple of hot dogs on white bread because buns are stupidly overpriced. So, why would I pay $6 for a pack of, like, 8 hot dog buns when I can buy an entire loaf of bread for less than $2? You know, you gotta be smart sometimes. A loaf of bread costs less than $2, and I can make other things out of a loaf of bread. 8 hot dog buns, or I think it was 8 hot dog buns, would have cost me like $6. That's such a waste of money.
Jedi Knight doesn't give up.
And white bread is literally the same thing as hot dog buns, just cut differently. Why they use their hand for zip lines. Yeah, it probably would, but it's also a Lego game. My favorite candy bar... I gotta say... I'm gonna probably give it to the Kit Kat.
Alright, Chewie, let's get out of here.
I think I'm gonna give it to the Kit Kat. The giant sandworm. Other than trophies, do I care about my game time? Yeah, there are times where I'll take breaks from trophy hunting so I can go play other games that are more fun, or games that I know I like.
Let's get out of here. Ready for lights?
Why was that stormtrooper in his underwear? That was weird.
It's not fair. We've got to find a safe port somewhere around here. Bespin, it's pretty far, but I think we can make it.
Yeah, I made hot dogs on white bread because buns are overpriced and a scam. You can literally do the same thing with a piece of white bread that costs a couple cents. So, the bottom line of that is don't buy buns for things when you can use white bread, because it's literally the same thing, but it costs a fraction of the price. Like a third of the price, usually. And again, you know, you can do a lot with a loaf of white bread versus a hot dog buns.
Uh-oh. How did you know this was stolen? It's so inconspicuous.
I didn't know it was stolen. I don't know what you are. I'm just trying to kill you because it told me to.
I don't believe it. You got me. And smashed.
I had hot dogs and tater tots for dinner. Tater tots are good. Except I was only able to get, like, the rounded ones. They're, like, more like the ones you get at, like, a Bojangles or something. That are small and round, which is... Actually, no, they specifically look like the ones you get at Chick-fil-A. Which is fine. I mean, they're still tater tots. Basically just fried potato. They're delicious. And probably terrible for you.
Approaching vessel, please identify
Can't be any
yourself.
worse for you than, like, fries from McDonald's, though, right?
No, I don't
They're
have a
probably about the same thing. Probably made from, like, the same people. If I could stop hitting the circle button when I go into a circle, that'd be great. Thank you. My favorite ice cream flavor... In terms of basic flavor, I gotta go with chocolate. But I eat all sorts of different sundaes and stuff. Speaking of ice cream, yesterday, so Friday... Me and my coworkers, they had us take off a little bit early. And we went to a place in one of the nearby towns. And it was kind of like ice cream, but it was like extremely finely shaved ice with flavorings and toppings. It was really good. It's a little bit pricey. I mean, we didn't actually pay for it. Our supervisor bought us all the dessert, which was nice because it was our team meeting day. And then we got off early, which was super nice. It's hilarious because I'm the only guy. So sometimes it gets a little awkward. But, like, I'm the only guy that works in the South Carolina locations for our company. Because we have a few different locations in South Carolina. But I'm the only male that works in any of them. And my supervisor, she's really cool because for one, she has no filter outside of work, which is hilarious. Which I like because I don't have a filter outside of work. I like when you have people like that you can be casual around. That aren't super, you know, strict or anything like that. I like that a lot. I think that's better. I think that makes for a better environment to work in. Because during a huge portion of the pandemic, the job I had... Was that a Krabby Patty? That literally looked like the Krabby Patty, the Lego Krabby Patty from the SpongeBob sets.
This facility is cruel.
But yeah, and that previous job I was doing during the major part of the pandemic Like, all my coworkers and my supervisor were really fun. Like, literally no one gave a shit. You could say whatever the hell you wanted, and no one cared. I mean, you couldn't, like, curse out people outside of the company, obviously.
He's alive.
At least not to their face. You could do it to your coworkers, just not to their face.
Reset the chamber.
Like, one time, I think I might have told you guys this story, but it was a person that was coming in that I had to take their temperature, because this was back in the days where you were taking everyone's temperature because you thought they had COVID. And I took their temperature, and I was trying to take their temperature when they came in the front door, and they were not happy about me wanting to take their temperature. And they told me, and I don't have a password. Is it not password or 1234567? Or is it the Hunter Biden laptop password of analfuck69? Because that came out today and isn't surprising in the slightest. Anyway.
Didn't Lord Vader tell you to take the prisoners to his ship? Hey, where are their restraints?
Where are the stormtroopers? But yeah, the person, I was going to take their temperature as they entered the building. And the woman says to me that I can't take her temperature because it'll scramble her brains. The thermometer will scramble her brains, and I need to look it up and do research on it. So, that was fun. I honestly was so shocked I didn't really do anything to her face because I was so shocked that I didn't have a reasonable way to react to that. Because I wasn't expecting that comment. And let's be honest here, I doubt any of you guys would have expected that kind of a comment from a normal, functioning human being. And then I proceeded to bang my head into the table once she was gone. Because, again, that's just one of those times where you have to have that kind of a reaction. Oh yeah, humans make very weird passwords. And as for Disneyland, is Disneyland the one in California? Because I've never been to the one in California. I've been to the one in Florida twice in my life. I'm not really a big, like, Disney person, honestly. I think it's kind of overpriced for what it is if you're an adult. If you're a kid, it's a different situation. But if you're an adult, it's kind of overpriced and not something that I would get much enjoyment out of. That's why me and my family vacation in the Caribbean every other year. You get a lot more out of that than you do out of going to Disney World or something. And for probably not significantly different price when you factor in that my mom gets us a lot of airfare and hotels for cheaper because she has to travel so much for work. I wouldn't mind getting the chance to travel a little bit for work. I think that'd be fun. I'd like to see more of this country and perhaps the rest of the world. And that'd be cool, you know? I'd love the chance to travel a little bit. It's actually really cool because the company I work for, we can actually get, like, discounted tickets to certain things. Like, not just discounted tickets to, like, theme parks and stuff, which a lot of employers get. We can get, like, even, you know, somewhat cheaper flights and hotel rates at certain places. And it makes me, like, really want to try to travel parts of Europe at some point. I need to find out what the best European countries to visit as a single man are. like a single man traveling alone are, and like go to those and just enjoy the hell out of it. From what I've read, Spain is one of them. Like Barcelona and the areas around it are apparently one of them. And like Netherlands certainly has some positives. Like, I look at it and I get surprised by some of the prices. Like, Italy and Spain are like super fucking cheap. But places like the UK and the Netherlands are like way more fucking expensive. And whoever mentioned Thailand earlier, Thailand is insanely cheap. It's like 20 bucks a night, even in a hotel. Not even a hostel, but an actual hotel is like 20 or 30 bucks a night. More than anything, it's not really even the hotels. The hotels, even in like Tokyo, aren't that bad. Because that's a major place me and my family want to go someday. Tokyo's not even that expensive to get a hotel room in. The only problem is the airfare. Like, just the airfare is the problem. The actual hotels aren't that expensive. Like, even, you know, 4-star hotels there are like $100 a night. Which isn't bad at all. And 4-star there is like 6-star here, if 6-star was a thing. And probably like 2-star there is probably our equivalent of like 4 to 5-star, if we're being completely honest. Because Japan is one of my main destinations to go to. Traveling Single Man is saying, "Come here, street girls, and steal all my money." Yeah, that's probably partially true. But I'm street smart enough not to do stupid shit, usually. I'm usually street smart enough not to do stuff like that.
That's Boba Fett's ship.
But yeah, with Disneyland, it's definitely a little bit overhyped. I mean, it's just a place where you buy absurdly overpriced food, drink, and souvenirs. And pay for a generally very overpriced hotel. I mean, I can understand it's a thing that is ingrained into kids, that it's a thing you need to do at some point in life. But it's really not.
Time to give those troopers a taste of my Relby K-23.
And it's definitely an overpriced kind of thing. Like, it used to certainly be at least pricey at times, but it was more reasonable when I was a child than it is now, for sure. Normal hotels, I'm talking like actual normal hotels with like beds and TVs and everything. Like, believe me, I looked at the idea of capsule hotels. Now, to be perfectly honest, capsule hotels don't scare me off that much. I'm not claustrophobic or anything. They'd be so freaking cheap. That doesn't scare me off like it does some people. I couldn't see either of my parents ever doing a capsule hotel. But it's not something that I would be against. Also, I found out that I think I might have mentioned this at some point before as well, but like, my parents have forbid me from ever staying in a hostel. Purely because of that horror franchise, that triple horror movie franchise.
Be careful. Those Empire clowns are...
Even though clearly thousands of people stay in hostels every day with no threat, no real issue. But I'm apparently forbidden from staying in a hostel ever because of that. Even though it's, you know, a movie in corrupted Eastern Europe. Yeah, that's not like Spain, France, or the UK or somewhere. That's in, like, one of the lower quality Eastern European countries that are not as well received in, like, anything. I don't know what I'm getting at with that, but you get what I mean. Like, it's countries like Hungary, Poland, Bulgaria, the Eastern European countries that are generally less well accepted. Despite the fact that they're still very safe overall and still very much fine. And because that's also a movie that is not real. I guess that's the other thing, is that it's straight up, it's a movie, and it's not real. And I honestly have no idea where we're going right now. We need to get something to access that door. It clearly wants me to play dress up as Leia and dress as a stormtrooper, so let's go ahead and do that. If we can. It seems to want me to do that. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm street smart enough that if I went to one of those countries as a single man, I think I'd be okay. I'm a very observant person. Like, I'm just constantly looking around, seeing if anything is going to be a problem. I'm a very observant person. Got a very good sixth sense of stuff. Okay, so we got to get in there somehow, because that's clearly... There's a thing in there. There's a mini-kit in there. If we can. We can figure it out. Yeah, I don't mind small spaces as long as I can get in and out as I wish. As long as I'm not stuck in there or something. That's very true.
Before that ship leaves with Han.
Drop that and put on the legs? It's not a helmet, though. We don't have a helmet, so... Like, one of those capsule hotels, it certainly wouldn't be ideal by any means. But I think, personally, it's something I could deal with. As in some cases, like, a small confined area is almost comforting, as I know that no one can get to me that's bad. I can just stay in my nice warm blanket or whatever, and if it's a freezing cold room or whatever...
Come on, let's get to the Falcon. The ramp isn't coming down.
So I keep my bedroom pretty cold. Yeah, some humans certainly are brainless. Defend Chewbacca? Okay. Guess we're going to war with an army of stormtroopers here. Okay. Whatever. But it's like when it comes to like the hostile stuff, it's like, for one, if you were in Japan at a hostel is probably like a 4-star hotel here in the US, not a 5-star, but anything in Japan is going to be higher quality than here in the US. That's simply just a fact of life. And secondly, they're co-ed with full of other young people traveling. Like, that sounds pretty ideal if you ask me. I guess I'm less scared of things from movies than some people are. So I gotta look at things in a realistic light. Well, C-3PO's jumping around without his legs, so that's good for him, I guess. I guess he's a paraplegic now. Come on, fire your gun. Fire your little gunny gun. We're not even done with episode 5 yet, and it's been over an hour. Which I guess is to be expected, but come on now.
Usually take this long. We are in a hurry, you know.
Appears about 2/3 of the way done. Oh, well, there's Slave 1, which this does not happen in the movie.
Don't like that bounty hunter.
Slave 1 never goes after the Millennium Falcon. I know for a fact Slave 1 never goes after the Millennium Falcon. Because it just leaves after they try to shoot it down. And they fail entirely. Just leaves with Han so he can go trade him into Jabba the Hutt for many thousands or millions of credits. I assume there's probably a way I have to fight this thing. Or I can just do that, apparently. Apparently I need a Gonk droid? What do I need a Gonk droid for? Is it just going to be trading off between stormtroopers and shooting the main ship? Because that seems to be it. Human logic. I mean, human logic isn't particularly smart. I don't claim it to be particularly smart. Come on, let's knock out Slave 1. Oh, by the way, for those of you in other countries to where it's currently May the 8th, Happy Mother's Day to you. Please give your mothers a hug and a kiss for me. Because it's Mother's Day for you, and it won't be Mother's Day for me for another few hours. What you guys doing for Mother's Day out there? I am cooking a meal. And that's literally it. I'm cooking a meal. I think that's what my mom's family is doing. Or just all of them are doing as well.
Through the Force, things you will see. Other places.
Because I like to cook. I've grown to enjoy cooking more and more.
I saw a city in the clouds.
Oh yeah, how they coated the Switch cartridges in something that tasted terrible. It made sense though, because it would stop kids from putting it in their mouths. Because apparently toddlers understand the world by taste to some degree. And it's just like a common thing for them to put it in their mouths. So at least it's trying to stop them from eating something that's harmful. It makes some sense. That was a more what I expect from a mission.
How am I supposed to move?
Alright, I think we got one mission left for episode 5. I don't know. We might get through the original trilogy tonight. Depending. We might be able to get through the original trilogy tonight. It's going to be close. We'll see. We're obviously getting through episode 5. I'll be curious to see if we can get through episode 6. It depends a lot on the length of the missions and the length of the sections between them.
I don't believe it.
That is why you fail.
You failed, young Skywalker. Alright, this is the last one.
I'll return.
Yeah, this is the last one of Episode 5 then. So it's the Darth Vader fight.
No, there is another.
God, I can't imagine what it was like back in the day when you hear stuff like that and it's like, who is the other? Who is the other person that can save the Jedi from destruction? And then you find out in the next movie that Luke's been making out with his sister. I mean, this doesn't take place in Alabama. But if it took place in Alabama, it might be normal. Look, like, go down to Alabama, Louisiana, or Arkansas, or Mississippi, and make out with your sister, and it's pretty normal. Here in South Carolina, we're a little more sophisticated than that here in South Carolina. I think the worst you're going to see is your cousins, not your sister.
But you are not a Jedi yet.
Here in South Carolina and Georgia, it's probably going to be your cousin, not your sister. And hopefully not your cousin or sister at all.
Give in to the dark side.
And in all honesty, I mean, I know people make fun of this part of the country a lot for stuff like that. But the inbreeding and stuff, it's not common. It exists, but it exists anywhere in the country. It's not that common. It might be like 1% more common in this area of the country, but it's not common. Someone who's lived here all their life, it's not. I think it's only fair to say that. It's okay if you do it with your sister as long as she doesn't get pregnant. Well, from what I've heard, apparently Japan has like one of the youngest ages of consent.
R2, you gotta switch this thing off.
Like Japan has like an age of 13 for age of consent, which is disturbing. So that seems a little bit too young. Is this where he gets his hand cut off? It is. Or this is the movie where he gets it cut off. And I'm sure the scene will play. Because this is... It's probably not that long of a mission because it's basically a prolonged boss fight.
We need to get after him. I won't let Yoda down.
There's actually a good bit of studs on this mission, so maybe it is a little more drawn out, actually. Adulthood is 16 in Japan. It's 10 in France? Are you sure about that? That seems, that seems just a little bit on the young side to be possible. I mean, yeah, I agree. It's their country, so it's their laws, but that seems... I don't know, man. I can't comprehend that being a thing. It could be true. It could be true. But that just... I can't comprehend that. Alright, kill all the innocent people in here. If that is true, I've never heard of that, because I assume that most of Europe would be 16. Their laws are a little more relaxed than here in the US. all that stuff, like, makes me wonder, those age of consent laws and stuff, like, it makes me wonder just how screwed up things are. Like, does that mean that a 25-year-old could be with a 13-year-old in Japan? Or a 25-year-old could be with a 16-year-old in certain U.S. states? I don't know. I just feel like certain aspects of that just feel really weird to me.
It's quiet.
I don't know, and I'm not sure I really want to know, honestly, at this point. Because I feel like it's going to be disturbing no matter what I hear. Moral focus on career seeking. It's very common for one to get married right after high school. Yeah, I could see that. 16, though, I mean, like I said, that's the age of majority for, like, half of the U.S., so that's not as surprising. I've just always heard that 13 rumor. Just makes me wonder if that's actually true, because that seems, like, absurd. Honestly, some countries are absurd. The entire Middle East still throws gays off of buildings for being gay. And other, like, more probably painful things they do to them. So stuff like that doesn't necessarily surprise me. I love how the game wants me to play like the blocking and all those mechanics actually make a difference, but they don't. Because if you die, you just lose studs, which means nothing. Salary versus family, and salary wins. I mean, Japan's an expensive country to live in, so I guess that's not all that surprising. Oh shit, he actually killed me. Oh, I did better than that. Alright, we're going out on the ledge, folks. Oh, he threw something at me. He threw a washing machine at me or something. Now he's gonna throw me out the window, isn't he? Yep, he is. Square doesn't matter because we go out the window regardless, because that's what happens in the movie.
I must remember what Yoda taught me. No anger.
We go out the window.
Come on, R2.
And then he tells me, no, I am your father. Which, by the way, that's a Mandela effect type of thing. Where it's like, you're told, you always hear it's Luke, I am your father, is what's always stated. But in reality, it's actually, no, I am your father. Which people don't seem to realize. Now, I find it really weird that R2 can't hover in this game, because I feel like that was always a thing in the old LEGO Star Wars games, that he could hover. But for some reason he can't hover in this one, which is really, really weird. Arranged for marriage by 13. Well, that's weird. Glad we're not still stuck in that part of society. That seems a little bit odd. Outlast 2, probably not, unless it gets like an exploit method or something. You guys know me, I don't do a lot of difficult platinums these days. And if I do, it's for a milestone, which is every 50 platinum, so... I'm not skilled enough or determined enough or energetic enough to do difficult platinums anymore. For the most part, outside of milestones. I mean, even 550 wasn't much of a milestone. It was Far Cry 6, which isn't really a difficult platinum. It's just a time-consuming one. I'm still very proud of 600, though, with 600 being Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. That's not a quick or easy platinum. That one does take some skill and some effort and some time to get through. What the? We got a Stormtrooper yoga class? Can I not murder them all? I wanted to murder them all. They're doing yoga, which is not for men. Yoga is for women, right? Sexism 101. Either way, I still wouldn't do yoga anyway, so... Destroy Lando's wardrobe, because apparently that's a thing. I did get a mini kit out of it, so I'll take it. Alright, where is Vader? Come on, Darth Vader. Come here, buddy. Come out of the hole, little buddy. Or wherever the hell you're hiding at. Alright, they're all playing poker or something, I don't know. Not important. What's important is I get all the studs from in here. Because I don't have any multipliers yet, and I don't know how to buy multipliers, even when I get them. Because, in all honesty, right now I'm just more focusing on beating the story of the game because it takes so long. Oh, it's Darth Vader. Hello, Darth Vader. Do not penetrate my butthole, please. I don't appreciate that. In fact, a lightsaber penetrating your butthole would probably kill you instantly because it's a laser sword. You just stepped on me. Come back here, bitch. Get back here. You do not step on Luke Skywalker. You stepped on the snack, and you do not step on the snack. Step on snack, you get bit. Quite simply. Step on snack, get bit by snack. Don't tread on snack. And again, death in this game means nothing because you just lose studs, so it's really not a punishment. Let's try to play this Dark Souls style. Hit him only after he attacks. Oh, he killed me. He's almost dead, though. It's a Lego game, so you get, like, no punishment for death, which is great, actually. It's great for kids. It's great for people like me that don't like stressful games. Oh, here we go. There goes his arm.
Join me, and I will complete your training.
Join me, and I will complete your training. Obi-Wan never told me what happened to your father.
You killed him.
No.
No, I am your father. No! That's impossible!
Join me, and together we can rule the galaxy as father and son.
I fucking love this movie. So I know some of these words and stuff. I fucking love this movie.
What?
Okay, well that didn't happen in the movie.
Leia.
Luke.
My arm is gone. I need a replacement part. No, I am your father. Join me, and we can rule the galaxy.
Ready for light speed.
We will rule the galaxy.
They told me they fixed fixed it.
I trusted them! Chewbacca's going to choke me in a sexual way! Except it's not sexual, but we're going to call it sexual because that makes the video more interesting. Because who knows, maybe it was. I don't know.
Good luck, Lando. When we find Jabba the Hutt and that bounty hunter, we'll contact you.
I'll meet you at the rendezvous point on Tatooine.
Tatooine? Oh, you mean for going for Han. That makes sense. Okay. I was about to say, it didn't make sense for the Rebel Alliance to meet on Tatooine. I mean, I guess in some ways it would, because Tatooine would not probably be high on the Empire's priority list. Because Tatooine is kind of an outlier planet, not particularly important in any resource or anything like that. Alright, that's episode 5 done. Like I said, we're going to try to do episode 6 tonight as well. Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, boys and girls, let's go. Return of the Jedi. Let's do it. I bet I get copyrighted for this intro. I can't skip it. Fuck this. Why can't I skip it? I know the intro to every Star Wars movie. Yes, we know this. Anyone who's seen these fucking movies knows this. There's no point of forcing me to watch this on stream. And it goes a little bit faster than it would in the movie theater, but come on. I don't need to watch this. It's going to give me copyright notice. At least I can edit it out later. Well, there's the half-completed Death Star 2. Oh, well, Vader just murdered people, or that was the Emperor. No, that would have been the Emperor. It was not Vader. Vader was already on the Death Star.
And now I sense you wish to continue your search for young Skywalker.
Yes.
You want to find your son.
Together can we turn into the dark side of the Force.
The dark side has its advantages. You can shock people to death with no consequence.
Between Lando Calrissian and poor Chewbacca never returned from this awful place.
Why are the Jawas playing with sandcastles? I mean, I don't blame them. Sandcastles are fun, but going to the beach is fun. Seems a little bit childish for them. Okay, guys. I am going to take a piss real quick. I've got to throw laundry in the dryer and the washing machine. So I will be back in 2 to 3 minutes. So please hold on for those few minutes, and I will be right back. Alright, I am back. Let's go. Episode 6.
You know, on second thought, I'm sure Master Lando Chewbacca...
Return of the Jedi.
Oh, all right.
We're on Tatooine, and we're going to do stuff. Oh, so that's only a rumor?
It appears this calls for your studies.
Well, that's good that it's not entirely true, but still, even if they're throwing political prisoners off of buildings, that's a little bit on the beyond extreme side. But at least it's not as common as people think then.
Well, yes, it
Because that's pretty fucked up if you ask me.
I suppose there's...
Political prisoners, gays, or whoever gets thrown off a building is completely unfair and unreasonable to basic human rights.
There doesn't seem to be anyone here. Let's go back and tell Master Luke. Goodness gracious me.
Hutties, so that's what it's called? Hutties?
Dear.
Everyone's having a little grand old party. I mean, it's a different law. It's technically their rules, but that seems just a tad bit on the barbaric side.
Play along, Chewie. I'm taking you to Jabba.
Oh, I was on my phone. They actually brought us right back in. Awesome.
We gonna blow our cover or find a more subtle route?
Although I guess throwing people off of buildings
Stay close, Chewie. I'm not undoing the hand
is,
force.
at least, it's probably more humane than some things, because you die instantly when you hit the ground, so you're not going to suffer at least. I don't know what, like, the UN and them technically consider to be specific human rights. I assume that being thrown off buildings is not included. But I don't fucking know. I don't know the exact words or the exact rules internationally. Oh, can I actually blow this up? I can. So this is a character that can blow up gold objects. Good. Okay, so that's actually something I needed. I don't have any questions about the Middle East at the moment. I'm sure I will in the future. I know that you guys are, despite what people say, you're not dying from COVID at some insanely high rate. So our guys are trying to say that you have horrible COVID death rates and horrible COVID infection rates and all that kind of stuff, which I know for a fact is not true.
How many languages do you speak? I am fluent in over 6 million forms of communication and can readily... Splendid. We have been without an interpreter since our master got angry with our last protocol droid and disintegrated...
You disintegrated him. Oh, well, that's not good. Oh, are we in an actual mission? Holy shit, we actually are in a mission.
Back to his Excellency's main audience chamber. Archer, don't leave me. Oh!
Okay, we can't do anything about that. Can we kill the guards here and get anything?
R2, what happened to a good old-fashioned lock and key? How does this door work?
Okay, there we go. Just build everything. Then Chewie can grab the other one. Okay. Got it. Got it.
Stay quiet. Keep your eyes open for harm.
Is this Jabba's room? It is, I think. But that looks like a purple stud back there, so let's grab that. Except we're in mission, so that clearly didn't count for much. This is going to be a longer mission. Is it going to be like the entirety of the first act of that movie? The entirety of the Tatooine section is going to be one mission? Because that's kind of what it's looking like. I'm not against that, I'm just saying, like, I can kind of see that that's where they're going with this. Okay, so we need those energy cell thingies, which are right here. Oh yeah, certainly they are not all sand, that's for sure. Like, some Middle Eastern countries are insanely advanced. For sure, absolutely.
Leia. I know that.
Yeah, some of those countries are very, very advanced.
Jabba, I was just on my way to pay you.
They have all that oil money. And there's a lot of Formula 1 races that go on over there that we watch. Yeah, that's true. West is much more open-minded about sexual orientation than other countries, but a lot of countries are more strict on that. And, you know, like you said, that's what they want to do, then that's what they do. Quite simply how it is. It's not fair to force other countries to do what we want them to do, right? Okay, so let's throw at that, blow it up. Crap. I've died from stuff like that so many times in this game, it's not even funny. I mean, it is actually kind of funny. Because I'm just not good at the game. Or any game, for that matter. I mean, yeah, I did World at War, I did Killzone 2. I did a few difficult games out there, but certainly not to the degree of some games. That's not Super Meat Boy, that's not Trials Fusion, that's not fucking Crypt of the Necrodancer. Which, like, 7 people have done because they're insane enough to do it, and I'm not. Oh, he was not happy about that. Now, am I in the Rancor pit? Uh-oh. This looks bad. I think I'm in the Rancor pit. Possibly. Alright, destroy everything that's down here that I can. Okay, so there's a ladder. So clearly we're supposed to be down here for something. Alright, let's latch on to this and see what we can do to it. That was a very awkward cut, but let's see what we can do with it. Extra studs, at least. That's good.
If you try to betray
Shortcut type of path. Okay. But is that all we can get out of it? Nothing else? Just studs and shortcuts? Someone is playing very loud music. In-game. Not in real life, but in-game. Silver, shiny silver Legos. We can't destroy that with the characters we currently have. So we gotta find another way through. Oh, the Force. Okay, so we can just use the Force now, apparently, because apparently we're now a Jedi Master or something.
Make sure that Jabba knows I am a Jedi Knight. Just in case the robe isn't obvious.
Mission Impossible. I don't really remember the old Mission Impossibles. I only remember the newer ones. Oh, that tower scene is very delusional. I mean, that's a big-ass tower, right? In real life, that's a pretty big-ass tower. I mean, I won't deny that there are probably some, like, government scientists and stuff that have super advanced technology that might be able to scale stuff like that. I'm not going to say it's impossible. Purely because, like, government agencies probably have more technology than we do. The Rancor? Okay, what you gonna do to me? I'm not really worried about the damage you can deal to me because death in this game means almost nothing. I don't even remember how we beat him in the original, though, is the thing. Like, I'm a bit confused as to how we're gonna beat this guy. Do we use the Force to throw things at him? No, I don't think so. Oh, we can just hit him. This is gonna take a while, but we can hit him. Okay. I remember it being that simple in the original. I think there was like a puzzle with this. He grabbed me out of the air. Bitch. Yeah, can't do that to me. I got some Bowscaster. No, I don't. Never mind. I don't have my Bowscaster here. Again, death in this game means almost nothing, so... We actually got a longer level here, though, which is nice. Or at least makes more sense. Yep, mash that circle button. Hit him in the penis. He's got a pee-pee sticking out right there. We gotta hit him there. Hit him in the penis, do. Just hit him in the penis, do. Just beat him in the penis, it's gonna hurt like hell. And he's gonna give up because of it. I don't know why I'm trying to sing. So tower's real, but the way they show it is wrong. Okay. Yeah, so that makes sense that Dubai is a Las Vegas in the Middle East. That makes sense. Because Las Vegas is gonna, like, get screwed if they ever run out of water. It could run into a lot of problems.
That you are to be cast into the pit of Kakun, the nesting place of the all-powerful Saga.
Okay, I assume that's gonna be the next mission. tallest building, tallest clock tower, tallest water spring. I don't know, they're more advanced in certain ways than the rest of the world. People tend to forget about them or not care about them, which is just how it is, unfortunately.
You're serving in the VIP
If we could just understand one another a little bit better, maybe we could avoid some of the conflict in this world. I would love to see less conflict in this world.
If we don't get there soon, there'll be
Because the way things are going, we're going to have nuclear war within the next couple of years. Which I guess isn't the worst thing that could happen, because millions and millions of people die, but they get a quick, painless death, hopefully. And then, you know, the bad people inherit the world or something. I don't know. I'm just ready for the rapture. I'm ready for Christ to take us home. Personally speaking. As I've said it before, I'm a Christian man. I believe in Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, so I'm ready for when the world ends. I'm not afraid of it. I'm embracing it. Because I think with that, in many ways, we're living in the end times. Blue milk! Why is that a thing? Actress for Leia. Yeah, Carrie Fisher's dead. Which is sad. Like, she's gone. She's dead. And it's sad. But yeah, she's dead. Boba Fett, before the book of Boba Fett, where he comes back to life and does shit. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm assuming it's good. The Mandalorian was really good, so I'm gonna assume that anything with Boba Fett is really good. I don't know, I'm pretty intoxicated right now, so maybe I'm wrong. Oh no, we did immediately jump into another story mission though, so... Grab them studs. I don't think this is how we're supposed to do this. We're doing some damage to him, though. Die, Boba Fett. One shield left. Come on, heal it, heal it. There we go.
There he is.
He's taking plenty of damage. He's not that tough. Not that much of a boss, if you ask me. Knocked out something challenge related. Got him! Not too hard.
Boba Fett, where?
World War III is actually a cyber civil war. Yeah! That's not necessarily a wrong thing. I mean, cyber warfare is going to be it's going to be a big part of it. I don't deny that at all. And again, I am not afraid of the end of our world. Because I am a flawed person, but I have accepted Jesus Christ as my Savior, so I am not worried about the end of our world, personally. I don't expect to reach anyone with these streams because they're very much don't have me acting like a Christian at all. But you never know, maybe I saved someone or reached someone.
Cease this at once!
Okay, so we can't reach it with that. We need to find... So those are gold objects, but we can't do anything about those. Unless... Do I have a character that can? I do not. Oh shit, I just blew myself up. I don't even know what that was, but I just blew myself up.
Hey, R2. Thanks for your help.
Okay, can I please play instead of getting a cutscene? I get that R2 was serving people drinks. That was shown in the movie. Hacking is not as Hollywood shows. Yeah, that's for sure. Hollywood is definitely a little bit different than how it is in real life. Of course, I'm not smart enough to actually hack people, so I would not know in particular. Oh, we're gonna kill Jabba the Hutt while we're down here? Or at least break the chains? He's called Salacious Crumb? I never knew that. That's hilarious. And I can't help but get a laugh out of that. Alright, just do damage to Jabba by mashing the square button as R2. Because apparently that works for his first third of his health. Or half of his health.
This is a party, boys, not a riot, boys. Show some respect.
Well, very clearly there's a riot going on, regardless of what you want me to do. Can you beat LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga only playing as R2? Probably not, but I'm sure someone's made a run of it by this point. It's like I've actually been playing, replaying the SpongeBob game, Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, in an attempt to get material for a challenge run. But I've realized that Nathaniel Bandy already did a challenge run that was basically the same thing as what I wanted to do. So unfortunately, it's not going to be a thing. So I'm just playing it for fun at this point and to see the special ending, secret ending, that I didn't get in the original version, where I live streamed the entirety of it. And it was very worth it because it was a lot of fun.
Now's our time to strike.
Can I just beat him up? Alright, just mash square. I don't know if that was intended, but it did some damage. Okay. Because Leia just chokes him to death in the movie. We just have to kill people's R2 first. Oh, Leia can't play that. Okay, hold on just a second here. Can R2 not do anything about this? Because I can hurt the guy that's behind the system. I can put a shocky thing in his butthole and it doesn't do anything. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're supposed to do that.
If I ever meet this thing again.
His little gremlin buddy is a boss, which is kind of hilarious. Okay, his buddy's injured. Do women secretly love SM play? Or is it the bikini that makes... I don't know, actually. I really don't know. I don't know women that well because I can't get a girlfriend that lasts for more than like 5 months. Except for Blair, but there were other things that happened with that that just didn't work out. That I'm not going to go into, but... That's not how he died. And that's certainly not how Boba Fett died. Because he's in the book of Boba Fett.
Come on.
Which I have not watched. Even though I probably should.
Let's go. And don't forget the droids.
We're on our way.
A pretty unexpected escape. But they did survive. They were lucky enough to have a magnet underneath the ship to retrieve the droids. Otherwise, everyone would have died.
I'll meet you back.
And you would have failed the series. Okay then, where are we going next?
I need to finish my training with Master Yoda.
We're going to Dagobah. Okay, I bet that's not actually a story mission. I bet that's going to be more cutscene based. That's going to have to be cutscene based.
Can help me with this one.
You ready to go?
Can I not access it? Wait. Can I not access it for some reason? Is something wrong with the game?
The Force isn't done with me yet.
There's something I gotta do here? Oh, there is something I gotta do here. Okay. Never mind. Whatever you need me to do here, I will do. Oh, okay. You want me to go ahead and get in the X-Wing. Well, fine. We can do that. Not a big deal. Dagobah space is done, so... Let's go back to the bog. How does life change if you have a girlfriend? She controls a lot of your decisions, I will say that. She controls a lot of what you do, regardless of if you want to deal with it or not. And it's not a pleasant experience, I can say that safely. Being single has a lot of advantages, I will say that. Being single is easier in many cases. You don't have to deal with annoying women that are oppressive or bitchy or any of that kind of stuff. I may need to post what my now ex-girlfriend Sean said to me in text and Facebook message after we broke up. More than anything because, one, I had no time for a relationship with my commute time. And two, because she's a crazy fucking narcissist. And like the definition of narcissism. Yoda coughed on you. You got COVID. You need to go quarantine for 14 days. Even though I was probably reinfected with COVID twice in the past week. From swabbing people. Thankfully, I have COVID antibodies and did not take the vaccine. Which, after the whole Pfizer data dump, I really pray and hope that you guys did not either. Because that data dump is showing some pretty terrible things. I can tell you guys, 89% people having adverse events in a clinical trial. In any normal trial, if you had 10% experiencing adverse events, you'd be shut down immediately. Less than 10% for that matter, so I'd love to know how 89% is even possible. Or more importantly, the fact that,
Our databases have been updated with new hints.
oh, we're going straight to Endor? Okay. Okay. We'll take that. You remember those of us that said you'd get blood clots and stuff if you took the vaccine? Looks like we were proven to be correct. Alright, we got a battle going on here. Oh, he just crashed into me. Oh, we're not winning this fight.
Target acquired. Got me. You're going down.
Alright, let's get the remaining AT, whatever they're called. There are quite a few enemies here. Let's see if we can take them all out.
Let's get him.
There we go. It's only worth some studs, though. It's not really worth anything. Let's go take out the meteorite. Well, it's here. Or comet, whatever it's called. There we go. 5 extra Kyber bricks. So, what is this going to tell me to do?
Listen, could you do me a favor? I said oh, it's nothing, mate. Thanks.
Take supplies to Yavin 4? Yeah, we can handle that. That is on the other side of the galaxy.
Unidentified ship transporting unidentified.
Yeah, that's not wrong about how people view that part of the world. That is not wrong.
Halt, smuggler. That cargo is coming with us.
Alright, so we had to destroy 10 enemy vehicles. Okay. Simple enough. We lock on, so it's not really that big a deal. Halfway there already.
Engaging target.
8. 9. One more. Got it. Yeah, this is kind of cool.
You're going nowhere until you give us that cargo.
Oh great, more enemies.
Moving in on cargo.
Okay, so where are we going? Yavin? Because we're in the middle of a fucking asteroid belt. So I guess we just gotta destroy enemies first. Okay. And it's not a big deal, but I would have liked to have known that's what we were expecting to do first. It's not like in Battlefront where they have, you know, limited ammo supplies and such. You can just fire indefinitely in this mode, which is nice. Okay, one more. Over here. Got him. Okay. So we're just jumping again? We're just fast traveling multiple times here? It's probably worth like 10 Kyber bricks though, because there's 1,200 of them in the game.
Stop where you are and hand over the cargo.
Nope, another Star Destroyer mission, or not Star Destroyer, but TIE Fighter mission, I mean.
Moving in on cargo.
It was even the Hornets. Because clearly they're not that dangerous to us, so we can just shoot them down almost instantly. That's 10. 5 more. 13. We only got the last one. Got him. So what's next? Just gonna keep hyper jumping me, okay.
Oh, Theron, you finally...
There we go.
Wait, you're not Theron. What happened?
That sounds like my washing machine. Space battle. Okay, let's go. And again, I like these space battles. They're fun to do. So we knock out this meteor. Is that just gonna be studs though because of its color? I did not leave your space battle encounter though. This is cool though, getting to engage in various space battles. I've almost got this one won. One more. Okay, we won already. That was easy. Oh, so there's 3 up here. Damn. Okay, let's go ahead and do all of them then. Come on, shoot him down. Our shields are holding for now, but let's dodge it. God, we're not doing that great. They have some serious health on their side. Oh, knock him out. Got him.
You're going down.
There we go. The Rebel Alliance keeps winning, but it's not helping us. Is it? Got one more space battle over here. Okay, that's less than halfway somehow. Even though we're killing everything, so I don't know how we're losing. We're literally murdering everything that gets in our way. No reason we should be losing this. Got him. There we go. Another Rebel Alliance win, but there's still several of these battle sections here. Which makes me keep thinking that we need to do them, but I don't think we actually do. Only dodging was that easy in Battlefront. This game is a lot better about, like, locking on targets and stuff. Dodge it.
I got you now.
Alright, we're almost there. There we go. I feel like that whole section wasn't really required in the end. Let's land. Let's just do this.
Fancy learning something new? I've just been given an update.
Okay, is there anything I can do here? Report to the rebel ship. Did I not have this correctly marked, or...? Oh, some of this is so confusing. Stuff that's unlocked versus story versus not. Oh, we're not even close on most of that. So we're headed to Endor. But that's where we were previously. Okay, tell me to report to the rebel ship. Is that this? Possibly. It seems like it would make sense to go to the ship.
Okay, I'll be nice this time. I even have new
Well, I have no idea what we're even doing anymore. That is a lot of characters to look at. Alright guys, I know it wasn't the most productive stream in the world, but I think I'm going to call it a night here. I'm getting kind of tired. We made a bit of progress on this game. We nearly finished like a movie and a half. So I feel like it's a fair time to stop. Just because I'm tired. as the boosting guys will tell you, when I get tired, I get very tired. So yeah, that is going to be it for tonight, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, favorite, share, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell if you haven't already. I will be back here for more streams either next week or the week after. I don't know about next week because it's Mother's Day weekend, so family's going to be here, and we're going to be busy celebrating that. So we will see about that. But otherwise, if there's no streams next week, it will be the week after. So, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Again, like, favorite, share, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next week for some more video content.